That East fella knows what he... Golly. Damn.
Sometimes guy gets in.
What is poppin', people? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. The camera angle, does it look the same to you? I feel like it looks a little bit different. I mean, as you can see, we got a new setup. Hopefully a little bit less camera shake, but we shall see. And I'm on Bagra today because I just felt like people should cross. They should cross now. And you should hit the subscribe button now. And Tom is on Vulcanus. Despite the corona showing up, it took me a little bit to figure out that it was Vulcanus, which he did tell me before he even showed up. It wasn't until Factorial Area came down that I figured it out. But yeah, Factorial going to give us the Toyagu, which is going to find Divine Arms version Omega. We're going to load up the 2 Amano, and then we do find U Amano off the draw from the load up. So now we get to load up double draw, gain Uno, and yep, we do get 2k blocked. It reminds me of when I had to play into Mechanorimon.deck. It is very difficult to meaningfully interact here when there's a 2k blocker that chump blocks us. Factorial giving everything blocker does make this very, very difficult. We do choose to QP though, as we do draw into a second U Amano, so we do want to QP and just one choke. We don't need to like turn off Arsenal or anything like this, and KnTElixar does hit trash early. Mostly because we're not going to be digivolving or playing by effects. Digicross not really considered an effects there. So we do get to kind of like go through. Although actually, I'm not sure if KnTElixar would trigger on a U Amano. Because we're just playing the card, and then it's when it would be played, we reduce. We're not actually using the U Amano to play the card, so I don't think it triggers. Yeah, just having to play kind of passively here. We get our load up, and then just establish another 2 Amano. So 4 Tamers deep is pretty good, especially because we've not been like super threatened in terms of damage. And by not committing to board, we're obviously denying the chance for Vulcanus to come down, even if this Toyagu swings in and lives. We're kind of just stopping him from being able to assemble the guy in the big chair. The problem is we're just kind of low on cards. And again, we're not actually getting any chip in because this Toyagu is, you know, going to 2k block us. It's a 5k body now, and the mirror can show us Ignition Flare. No delays to delete, so card's kind of dead in hand. And then just assembles a Digivolve Greymon, giving us a 3-pass, which obviously gives enough memory for those lovely in-between theaters to load up. Welcome to the Velvet Room. Start of main, we're going to double draw off of loading from trash, which does take out cards from trash, which is something that is kind of important here, is we have turned off Darkness Bagramon by loading from trash rather than loading from hand, which was quite a mistake to make. Yeah, not ideal, and I'm gonna realize that late. We're gonna swing in and we're gonna try and load up. We're gonna get a Muso Knight to get the double draw and gain 1 off the U Amano. And then there's no reason to not just take the chip. Choosing to block with the Digimon that would lose blocker should the bottom source get trashed. We don't have selective source trashing, but like making use of a sub-opportune blocker. We're just double checking what Davo did. Because I couldn't remember if it was like when it leaves play other than by your opponent's effects, which would, you know, open up a room for like something like Lilithmon to get value. Speaking of Lilith, she is actually going to come down. We're just going to think about the cost. I'm also going to sequence this incorrectly. I think I miscount how much memory the Lilithmon was going to cost. Yeah, I think I miscounted how much memory the Lilithmon was going to cost. So we're going to use 3 U Amano. It's coming down for 1, and then we're going to tag. I'm going to tag one of these bodies instead of the Tamer with the removal. So we spend 1, and then we're going to make Bagra. Yeah, so I think ultimately I ended up just beefing the cost for this. So we get to keep turn, but because we've not actually deleted a Digimon, I don't get to proc the Lilithmon. So yeah, because I used 1, like you can see the Muso Knight, if I just use that instead of the Darkness Bagra, we no longer have 3 sources for a Darkness Bagra to actually kill. So, Lamau? Yeah, just kind of beefed it. So what I should have done is I should have put this on the Dankanan. You see me realizing it there because, like, if I tried to also make the Blossom on here to try and get a taunt and just try and play like really aggressively triple general, it yeah, doesn't quite work out. So we're just going to go for a search here. We do find the Tua and the Uamano. I'm still using the box topper U's. I do have some of the LM reprint ones, but I'm really not sure if I actually like them more than the box topper. That and I don't have 4 yet, but like when I have 4, I'm going to have to make a decision. Chat, let me know. Do you prefer the box topper or do you prefer the LM ones? Because I mean, LM is a new foiling type, but I think the way they used to do the box topper tamers with them being slightly zoomed out, slightly more complex background, I think is cooler than just like flat LM color. It's kind of a problem I had with some of the EPs for a while as well. Either way, we are going to get the free Evo into Blimpmon, and then yeah, we're just gonna obviously proc our free Bagra. And I kind of sequenced these. I probably like had them in the wrong order. I like maybe should have tried to make it so I would have had something that at least has save on bottom. I'm gonna take the block because we do have blocker, and then because something blocks, we can then pitch Tua and Choo Choo. And then I'm gonna choose to play Tua out. So we're gonna miss out on the draw for one of them. But we do get to trash the sources from the Lilithmon to give blocker retaliation to the Tua. Gonna gain a memory, and then we end up drawing just 1 card because the 2R did not remain in trash after being trashed from sources. Gonna swing in. We're gonna deny the damage here with a block on the 2Armon. Yeah, I think it just would have been better like with the Bagra if I had managed to leave it on something that at least floated into or not floated, like at least went down into an undeletion. I think it would have been better just to try and get as much memory out of this as possible. I'm going to obviously get the Digivolve down to effectively a vanilla, and then 2 level 3s. And then the big man in the big chair is going to go 1, 2, 3. And then this is going to be Factorial Area, which then lets us play... can play Marsmon, but can also just play a humble Corona, which is going to swing and take game 1.
Matrix Digivolution.
Hi YouTube, it's probably about time I did one of these again. If you're seeing this, that means you are not a member and you may also not be subscribed. You should check and see if you're subscribed. A lot of people watch my content daily and don't actually subscribe. Check and see if you're one of those people. It might even be glowing for you under the video. But yeah, I'm here to just say consider joining the members. For joining as little as £1 a month, you can dodge these for the rest of watching Digimon on my channel, and you can support the channel and help us do close to daily as I can for Digimon. Appreciate everyone that's been through everything with us in 2025. Was an awesome year, and hopefully I want to be able to do a lot more cool stuff in 2026. So with your support, it makes it possible to be able to branch out and do other things. So yeah, it took me 10 days into the new year to record a new sponsor segment, but yeah, if you're seeing this, that means there was no other sponsor, so please consider supporting me. Bye. And whilst we get shuffled up for game number 2, I want to say a thank you to everyone that has been supporting the channel. We've got a bunch of new members that have joined after Rotherham. Some of them at the very tippy top tier. We do have all of our ultimates. We have the Tommy NT, Tommy Tricks on the Sticks, Brad, King of Knights, Rich Life, Sacred Armor, Zachary and Nolan, Cobb Unbound, Volty C, The Vortex, and Sir Wiccan joining at the highest tier. Have full access to the entirety of the Rotherham VODs right now. And our champions, I want to say a thank you to Shinikari DHM, Andy Fing, Benji Gibber, Kenneth Smith, Thamato FGC, Craig and Security, Stephen Holgen, Obsidian Cross, Pap Kava, Summer Larson, Harlequin, Vivokazas, Donkey, Scott Monnier, Joseph Vang, Soy Sauce, Sleeping Squids, Belostadawi, Brisk Kitty, Top, Mako Stygian, and Uamano for showing up in my opening hand, going first. So we get a rookie, and we choose to slam for 5 the Damomon to give us the Uamano. The reason I've gone for that is because I kind of just wanted to see if I could accelerate early. One of the things, obviously, is it technically gave Tom the opportunity, if he had a Vulcanus, to just go rookie in the back Vulcanus. Like, truly just did not respect Volcalis in any way, shape, or form. The fact that he did get to slam a 5 cost in front of me as well and kind of go that way, obviously, like, yeah, 5 was a lot. 5 really was quite a bit, but he ends up passing me 4, so it kind of works out. We're both willing to play some pretty expensive slams back into us. Gonna go for the Dual Tamer here, swing in a 4. We do obviously have the block, which means we get to save under U, which is a draw 1, game 1. And once again, we're just kind of a little low on resources, so we're just gonna go for a 1 choke. And we're out of rookies, but the Mad Leo seems more important to me, so I'm gonna take the trash off here and then load up under the Dual Tamer. And we obviously already used our draw 1, game 1, so we just get to 1 choke that way. Does get to go up to 2 thanks to the Dankanan, and then rips. I think I'm Monica off the top, so now a memory setter for the rest of the game, obviously to get a draw. Darkness Bagra SP. Swings in, burns an in-between theater, so we got to do 2 damage, despite obviously getting blocked in the previous turn. And we have Reboot here as well, so not going to be anything we can really properly interact with. Just passes over enough for an IBT. We have double Dankanan, so gets to use Divine Arms version Omega here to pitch off a copy of itself, draw 2, and decline the additional attack. So upright body, start of main, gonna load up, gonna keep that Darkness Bagger in trash. Rookie in the back, and then we're gonna make Skull Knightmon just to see if we can, again, yeah, force the block out. QP first to get Dame in trash to gain 1. Play out the Dual Tamer, and then we are going to save under the Uemano to draw 1, game 1. Make 1, take 1, as they say. And then we have 2 instances of being able to Digicross from a Tamer, but then we still have the Force Cross. Looks like we're going to go for Chuchumon and then Dame from trash, so we get to slam this for 3 cost. Pitch off to give block or retaliation, but more importantly, it's draw a card. And then we can burn a security if we just swing over the Agio. But first, we're going to use the Dual Tamer to use any non-Bagra, well, any non-Mad Leomon Bagra as a cross target, and then use Uemano to go from there. And then we end up just passing 3, so we're just going to choose to sit on Retail Blocker, because we gain Retail Blocker here, and it's okay if we just still have to block with the Damemon. The thing that is a little awkward, obviously, is they're both level 4s, so a Tidal Wave clears both. And I didn't actually get a 2R under Tamer, so we're going to swing. He's going to get a free draw, which means we do get to draw 2 here and steal a memory in the process. And then we're just going to take our block now. See if we can force a barrier out, or whether we're just going to go take the block. We obviously now have more Digimon than him, which means that we're in Vulcanus territory. But it looks like we're maybe missing the Vulcanus. Does reveal it, but you can see the fun of. Vulcanus is the correct option. It is truly the correct and only correct option. But what if we resolved the fun of for content? What if we just did the thing for content? Yep, there's a Damemon under there. Just checking about Digivolve. Yep, and correctly recognizing that this is a when attacking trigger as well. So taunting the Mad Leomon. And then it's time to, yeah, just keep on cycling. Gonna show us Iron Slash to draw 2. And then Devo does let us load the Iron Slash under the Coronamon. And then second Dankanan. Wow, look at that. It's Devo once again. I mean, we do find a Vulcanus now. And Ignition Flare is loaded up underneath the big boy. We're gonna unsuspend. We're gonna raise. We're gonna start of main. Draw, start of main. We're going to choose to go from hand because we recognize what we drew off of hand. So we actually wanted to, instead of go minus from trash, wanted to keep the number in trash. This is going to be swing. We are going to save, which is then going to be draw 1, game 1, and then open game state, which means we now won a battle, which means Marasmon is going to come down, and then Marasmon is going to battle. So Battle the 2R instantly clears it, and then that's going to be double burn. Pretty nifty. Pretty fun. Big fan. I mean, you're up a game. And yeah, I mean, let's be so real. If Vulcanus come down, we Giga Super Ultra die. But instead, we get to have some fun with this one. So we're going to go Bagra, and we're going to have our 2 Bagra army dudes. And then we're going to use Uamano to -6 further by using 3 sources. So we've only used one of the Uamanos. So this comes down. We're going to tuck Mars underneath a Daniel Cananiel. Burn a Callus out of security. So both the Bears brothers handled in a single turn. Single action. And then... Can we play for a turn skip? I know we're getting close to overtime if we're already not in overtime. Like very, very close to... I don't think we're in overtime just yet, but we're getting close. We are going to go for the Blastmon. So this is going to be Necrocross. It lets us load up 1 from trash, and then we're going to try and focus on trash handling as much as possible. Some of that is going to be a redirect, and then we're going to use the 2 remaining sources. Gets... Oh, look at that. A gorgeous 1-choke. Does not matter at all because he does have a memory setter. So set to 3, draw and raising. But it would have been Kino. So we're gonna trash 2 to draw 2, and then we're gonna start of main, take both the memory, and then I forgot which one we taunted, but we are gonna taunt. This is obviously we're gonna take back 2 of the memory, and then we're just gonna redirect. In hindsight, should have blocked because he couldn't have actually reached our redirect inherit, and I was gonna lose the blocker. So like, in hindsight, definitely should have gone sideways first, so that way I would still have the redirect. Yeah, we just take so much damage from sequencing it this way. Yeah, Digivolve 1, and then I guess is worried about. We do have a second redirect, so I guess it's happy to keep us on 4s rather than Digivolve us 2. Digivolve is 1 minimum, but it's up to the number. So we just take the redirect, and then we end up being able to play out a second Uamano, which ultimately 1-chokes. And because we have collision, we're able to do it this way. I guess... Yeah, it's like a weird one. Like, I think maybe we could have potentially... sequenced the Digivolve or something better, but Triple Devo, this dude is not going anywhere. He is like, yeah, do not even consider attempting to tuck me. We are now definitely in OT, and we're going to try and send as much as I can. It's basically do it now or die. And, you know, clutch or kick. We love these situations. We're going to swing in. We're going to pitch your swords off. And, yep, there it is. That's retaliation as we collide. So we're going to take our first... we're going to get him sideways and obviously burn out the first of the Davos. Then we're going to play a second 2R. So then we get to use 1 from Hand or Tamer, 1 from Trash. And then we're just going to figure out whether we're going to use Uamano here at all. End up paying the full cost for it. When attacking pitch, or like on play pitch, doesn't matter. Hits a Vulcanus there, so then we get to save, draw on game 1. And then we get to do Bagramon using 2 sources, and then we can use 3 from under a Tamer. 5 from under a Tamer. I think I overspent here. I don't actually think I needed this. So we've used 2 of the 3 Uamanos. We still have 1 Uamano source left. Do get the burn from tucking the rookie underneath a Tamer. And then we were thinking about playing Dame, but we realized we are mega overcomplicating this. So yeah, I think I overpaid for this. We're just going to go for a 2R. And then we get to Digicross and use the final one to make this a 1-cost source, and then that is going to be the swing that takes it. So, a little messy at the end there, and yeah, we definitely got the game extension, but it led us to some fun interactions. We're going to end this one on a Midroll. If you did like what you saw, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Deck profile will probably hopefully be linked in the cards that you can see on screen right now. It's the exact same as when I made it then. Yeah, if today's your birthday, then happy birthday. Be good to yourselves. And as always, have yourselves a damn good one.